the fuck? Seriously. This is mental. What? That's mental. What are you doing?
See how it looks?
That's fucking horrible.
How it looks, Ricky. Like it's really
You're a
going.
maniac. What do you mean, how are you doing it? You've stuck a needle through your fucking arm.
It looks pretty real, right?
I'm sorry, I don't understand. How is that not real?
Good. Just pull it right out.
Oh, fuck me. I don't understand.
Yeah, pull. Pull.
Oh, David, what have you done? Are you a maniac?
Pull.
This is real. Sorry, this is real. That's real. That's not a trick. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fucking hell. Oh, what?
That's fucking crazy. Oh.
David Blaine, Real or Magic was a TV special in which David Blaine travels around and performs magic for several different celebrities and public figures. He does card magic, mind reading, bizarre and unusual feats of endurance and physical ability, and a lot more. He leaves several famous people speechless, unable to explain what on earth just happened. Here we explain the secret behind the tricks you have seen in Real or Magic.
Okay.
As always, we appreciate your feedback and would love to hear from you if you have an alternative explanation for a certain trick.
Firmly hooked onto the hanger.
Here's the move, and I'm gonna teach it to you as I do it. See how I switch just like that? See how I do that switch?
Yeah.
Hold it tight so I can't, good, like that. Now I have the club, hold on. Without looking, what would you bet on? If you were to guess without looking, would you bet the club was on the top or bottom?
The club is on the top.
Would you be impressed if the club was on bottom, spade was on top? Because you
Yeah.
were holding tight the whole time it was around.
Yeah. I would be very impressed.
See, but with those guys, they couldn't even remember where the club or spade was, so I had to come up with a new way to get them.
Yeah.
That's why I came up with this, just turn it.
Wow.
Here, hold this one here, this one here. Hold tight, tight. Say, hold, no, tight. Say a number from 1, well, think of a number from 1 to 20.
Yeah, got it.
Hold tight. Say, hold, no, tight. Say a number from 1, well, think of a number from 1 to 20. 17? Here, I got a present for you.
Was it 17?
Right, it was
17?
Yeah, but I have a present for Mr. President. So.
Oh, God. I took my watch off. Oh, God. I took my watch off. Oh, God. I took my watch off.
George Bush trick. In his trick with George Bush, Blaine does quite a few amazing things which completely confuse the former American president. First, he performs a clever card trick on him. He then tells him exactly the number Bush was thinking of. And as if this wouldn't be enough, Blaine says he has a present for him. As it turns out, the present is Bush's own watch. How is he doing this trick? The card trick seems to take some misdirection. While Bush isn't paying attention, Blaine quickly changes the card in his hand. You can catch him doing in the video when it is zooming. The mind reading part is probably the most impressive part of the trick. Blaine tells Bush to think of a number between 1 and 20. He then says 17 and Bush confirms this was the number he was thinking of. The trick here is that most people will choose 17 when asked to think of a number between 1 and 20. It's simply a statistic. If Bush said something else, Blaine would just pretend the whole thing of a number thing was just a distraction he used to steal his watch. And the watch stealing part. This one is the most obvious and you can clearly see him doing it in the video. Observe how he holds Bush's left wrist and skillfully takes the watch off. Bush doesn't notice it because of all the misdirection. Blaine is moving his hands fast and also keeping him mentally busy by asking him to think of a number. This takes the attention away from the wrist and enables Blaine to steal the watch without anyone noticing it.
Let me show you something. Look, taste the coffee, make sure it's not too hot. It's okay. Look, as God is the witness, look. You see it? Starting to go, I see. Oh! Oh!
You do that one. Oh, God. That's your magic. There's a
This is for you.
Oh, you son of a
for
gun.
you.
Oh, thank you, guys. That's the best, guys.
Coffee into money trick. In one of his TV specials, David Blaine stops to speak to a homeless man drinking a cup of coffee. He kneels down and takes the cup from him. After he gives it a few shakes, the coffee disappears right before his eyes, and the cup overflows with coin. How is it done? The trick involves the use of a gimmick cup that you can make at home. You have to prepare the cup first before you can do the trick. This likely means that the homeless man in David Blaine's video was an actor. To do the trick, you need a sponge, scissors, and 2 plastic cups.
This cup is just large enough to fit below the coffee line. A sponge has been cut to fit inside the outer cup. Which has a small hole in the bottom. This hole, no bigger than his finger, is one of the keys to the trick. The small cup, filled with coins, goes into the outer cup, on top of the sponge. Finally, the cups are topped, placing his finger inside the hole. The small cup rises, causing the coffee to spill over its sides and down onto the sponge. Now, only the coins are visible. And that's how he fools us on his cup.
Hold on, wait. If I'll be able to get off, man, it's kind of hard to. Ready? Don't move, why? Watch.
In this illusion, David Blaine appears to be levitating in the middle of the street. This is a mixture of several techniques. The method he used to convince the spectators that he was levitating is called balducci levitation. However, what you see on the video is not just balducci levitation. He goes far too high and you can clearly see both his feet go off the ground. Instead, Blaine used some clever video editing. First, he performed the balducci levitation for the spectators and filmed their reactions. He then recorded the levitation scene you can see in the video separately, without the audience and with the help of wires. Both recordings were edited together so you think that the spectators saw the same thing you did. Pay attention to the spectators. You can't really see them during the levitation. All you see is some clothing which could easily be duplicated afterwards. By the time you see them again, Blaine has already landed and their reactions are shown.
Do that. I gotta see that again. Oh my god, dude. Wait, do that again.